morning. There are two banks in this world, the food bank and the money bank. Which bank would you rather make a deposit in as opposed to a withdrawal? Let's talk about it. Hi, this is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. How's everybody doing today? Hey, we're talking this week exclusively for the next day and one more time about lifting ourselves up from a not so great place to a better place, okay? And I'm not interested in how people have arrived at the darker place in their lives. I'm more interested in, okay, what are we going to do about it? But do know and take heart that there are many, many options. If you were ever told you can't do something, just push that to the side, kick it to the curb, keep being you. And by the way, it doesn't even matter how, quote, old you are, because I'm not worried about chronology, okay? You can do it. Whatever it is, the thing is that you must do and want to do, you can do it. Just put your mind to it. Forget about the naysaying and just go and move forward. And when we come back, I'm going to give you some specific tips on just how. Okay, so I'm going to get into the specifics of what can be done. But whatever you do, always remember to have and to keep or to develop very good saving habits as well as earning habits. So for today, we're going to discuss some things you can do to earn some extra and much needed cash, okay? Because unfortunately, cash is key for survival. And as you know, it just is, right? Okay. So a trusty notebook in hand. I don't want to miss a thing, so that's why I'm going to read it from the book, okay? Okay. Basically, this is what I indicated. You should start a service type of business, and it is true. The sky is the limit when you start up a service type of business, and the startup costs are minimal, which is perfect for a person living on a tiny or shoestring budget, okay? But basically, of course, it depends upon what you plan to do. So here are just a few ideas for you to consider. And one of them is cleaning. Probably most of you spend a lot of your day cleaning your own house, and obviously you've developed some skills. But there are people out there who really have a need for someone to come in. Maybe they're physically challenged, or they just don't have the time. They, have careers that keep them away from home a lot, and they just need someone to come in and clean up. If you're the kind of person that is physically able and don't mind doing it, and you honed your own skills from doing it at home without really getting paid for it, this may be an option for you. And who knows, when the word spreads, you work well for someone, they spread the word, and then I'm telling you, word of mouth is still a great way to get clients, get business. Start up a cleaning service. Okay. House sitting. A lot of people go on vacation, but they're kind of leery about leaving their home, without no one ever checking in on it, not knowing what's going on. And they may look for someone that they would really appreciate, a trustworthy type person. If that's you, you get paid to check their house, check in, collect their mail so it doesn't pile up to the roof, whatever little task that the person has. It may be something of interest for you to do and post an ad for free. Dog walking. I cannot tell you, especially in Manhattan. Oh my goodness gracious. People make a lot of money walking dogs. I see them all the time in the street. Oh my goodness, like 4 dogs at a time. You figure, let's pretend that person charges $20, $25 per walk, and they have 4 dogs on the same walk. Do the math. And let's suppose it's twice a day. Do the math. Something to consider, especially if you like dogs. Also, let me throw in, if sometimes people need somebody to feed their dog or their cat when they're on vacation. So that's a good thing. Pet sitting, if you will. Okay, this is a really good one, and sometimes even I have used this type of person in the past. Grocery store shopper. I remember maybe about 10 or 15 years ago when I was like just like so inundated, with my business stuff and just literally didn't have the time. But I did happen to have a trustworthy person take care of my grocery shopping. They knew everything I wanted and whatever. If you're that kind of person and let's say you spend half of your day in the grocery store anyway for yourself, if you may be helpful to someone else and charge a fee for it. What the heck? Why not? A meal planner. Not everybody has the gift of meal planning. You could go to someone's house and point out a thing or two and help them organize their meals and their shopping lists or whatever. And that's like being a paid consultant, if you will. Okay. A personal cook. I know of a few people who are enjoying, making decent money, helping people by cooking their meals. Some people insist on having a homemade meal, but they also don't have the time to make it. So they're quite happy to pay someone to be their personal cook. That could be you. A child care provider. Think about that, especially if you have your own children at home, right? If you happen to be home with your own children and you don't prefer to pay the cost of a child care person, you could be the person helping other people and earning money as well. Again, a serious thing for you to consider, and that can all be started up. Very, very minimal requirements as far as, money goes, or, placing ads, word of mouth. Good reputation, right? And tutor is one of my favorites because of my teaching background, and I've done it myself, and it's a great thing. And you do not need to be certified. You can become a tutor. Do you have a special craft that you could teach others? These are all things to consider. Okay. After school homework assistant. There's that uncomfortable gap of time from dismissal to when you get home from work. What is your kid doing? Wouldn't it be great if he or she is at home with a trusted person doing homework? Something to consider doing. And there are a myriad of ideas out there that I didn't even touch, like party planning, baker. These are all things that you can consider doing. And if you're physically challenged, online sales is a wonderful thing to do, okay? So lots and lots of things to consider doing. What it is, I think a lot of people make one mistake during their day. And when I come back, I'll mention it. I'm going to get right to the point on this, not to hold anyone up, because I know everyone's very busy. And that's the whole point. Wasting time versus investing time. Analyze your day. You may not realize it, but there are plenty of time of wasting going on all around the place. I've done it myself. It's really not a good thing. It's not productive, and it does not bring money in. Analyze your day. Do you spend a little too much time with Mr. Steve Wilkos or Mr. Jerry Springer or Mr. Maury? They're making their millions while we're sitting there wasting our time. Think of that. Just saying, daytime talk shows eat up a lot of people's time. Okay. Now, listen, go back to the video again, get some ideas. There are plenty of wonderful videos on YouTube to rile you up and get you started and to redirect you specifically. Check them out. If there's a will, there's a way. When I get back tomorrow to this topic, we're going to talk more about savings. So check into the how you can earn some money things. And tomorrow, let's talk about how we can save on what we already have. Okay? Deal. See you tomorrow. Have a great day. Thank you so much for viewing, and I really do appreciate your time. Do not hesitate to share this video with a friend. Take good care.